I think that Ryan Reynolds, Kate thinks he hates. Kate thinks he's super frenemy with me, or even just that he hates me. I could see him hating me.
Did Disney and Marvel just drop their biggest star, Ryan Reynolds, like a hot, rotten, rancid potato? Because it's looking like Ryan may have punched his own ticket.
Guilty on all charges, Your Honor.
What started as a lawsuit between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has now spilled over into the Marvel universe, with Deadpool and Wolverine caught right in the crossfire. Because instead of staying out of it, Ryan has done the exact opposite, and he did it in the most Deadpool way possible.
I'm a little worried about your son. Like, he's for sure addicted to
It all started with the godforsaken lawsuit.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan.
Lately, everything in Ryan's life revolves around the 2024 lawsuit his wife filed against Justin, her co-star in It Ends With Us, and the film's director for alleged sexual misconduct. To make matters worse, Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, hit up Marvel president Kevin Feige and Disney overlord Bob Iger with what's called a litigation hold letter. Now, if you, like me, don't speak fluent legalese, a litigation hold letter is basically a very fancy way of saying, hey, don't delete those embarrassing emails where you called me an idiot because I'm about to sue you. By now, you're probably wondering, what the actual hell does Disney have to do with this? You see, Justin's attorney believes that Ryan was mocking Justin in a sequence in Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine. The reason being, this sequence features Ryan playing Nice Pool, a socially awkward alternate version of the hero Deadpool who says things like, "My God, where's the intimacy coordinator?"
Where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator?
Now, if that line sounds suspiciously suggestive, it's because it is. We know that when Blake filed a lawsuit against Baldoni, accusing him of sexual harassment on the set of It Ends With Us, a key part of her claim said that there was no intimacy coordinator present on set. But that's not even the pettiest part. While wishing Sandra Bullock a happy birthday, Ryan tweeted, "For your birthday this year, I got us both intimacy coordinators and an HR department. And clothing? Ma'am?" He's not even trying to hide the shade at this point. And what confirms fans' suspicions that this is a parody for Justin is the hairstyle. In the movie, Deadpool wears a man bun, which is a hairstyle Justin rocked for quite a long time. Baldoni was growing out his hair to donate it to children with cancer.
He is such a good person and becomes such a friend and someone I have such great compassion for and empathy for.
And when you see this character with the same hairstyle trying to exude a feminist persona, well, you don't need to be a conspiracy theorist to put two and two together. If you thought the man bun shade was petty, what's coming next is on a whole different level. Ryan Reynolds has built a career on sarcasm, but this time, his wit might have finally written a check his reputation can't cash. As if this drama wasn't messy enough, there's a whole other conspiracy floating around the internet. Some fans are convinced that Blake Lively only sued Justin Baldoni because Ryan was insanely jealous. Yup, he was jealous of Justin and Blake working together. Sounds wild at first, but hear me out. Ryan is known for being playful, but also extremely territorial. We know this from when he was married to Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett said in an interview, "The logistics of being with another actor are challenging. There has to be a real understanding of how you share your time, especially when two people's careers are going at the same rate. Or even if one person is more successful than the other, that also proves challenging. There may be a competitive thing." It's very well known that Ryan had been overly involved in everything related to It Ends With Us. He was involved in the promotion.
Oh, God.
This is cool. It's not every day the husband gets to interview his wife's love interest in a film. It's kind of crazy.
I don't remember seeing this on the
Let's
schedule.
dive in.
He was also on set. He apparently wrote the famous rooftop scene from the movie too.
My husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that.
This sounds less like a supportive husband and more like a man who refuses to let his wife be alone with a hot co-star. Apparently, they were constantly having It Ends With Us discussions at their Tribeca penthouse. And suddenly, a lawsuit drops. Allegations fly, and somehow Deadpool and Wolverine just happens to feature a character mocking Baldoni. But there are still some weird things that Ryan has done that are just unexplainable. Before all the legal drama kicked off, Ryan commented on It Ends With Us under this post. He said, "Excited for this one, except for the Blake making love to other people part." I mean, what am I looking at here? On the surface, it may seem like classic Ryan Reynolds sarcasm, but let's put this into perspective for a second. Like, excuse me, why are we cracking jokes about your wife's intimate scenes with her alleged harasser? And the joking doesn't stop there. The SNL joke.
Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Stunning. Your own wife is at the center of this lawsuit, and instead of handling it with grace and seriousness, you're out here using it for SNL punchlines. And Justin's lawyer wasn't shy to mention that he's not taking this case too seriously for someone whose wife was sexually harassed.
I'm unaware of anybody, frankly, whose wife has been sexually harassed and has made jokes about that type of situation.
And that right there is the problem. Not just a bad joke, but a complete disregard for the weight of the situation. Accusing a man of sexual misconduct is not pop culture. Criminality is not entertainment. No claim of bodily misconduct should be a comedic punchline, especially when a case is still ongoing. Insensitive and so cruel. SNL has clarified that we wouldn't want to do anything too controversial unless they were in on it, so yeah, that was his line. It seems that Ryan is taking his Deadpool persona too seriously, and Nicepool has not dropped the mic yet. And it just proves what people have been saying all along. They both intertwine their personal lives into the characters they play. They both fail to take their job seriously, and they both seem to have agendas to take over. I know this is Ryan's version of joking and being funny, but given the fact that his wife was supposedly harassed before this little caption was crafted, it would make this joke extra disgusting and in poor taste. Imagine saying this about your wife's sexual assaulter, joking that she was making love to him. That's insane. It's starting to make more and more sense now why Disney is taking the step it is. Ryan Reynolds might have thought he was just having some fun, but weaponizing Deadpool against Baldoni? Disney doesn't play around when it comes to controversy, and they're not about to let a billion-dollar franchise get tangled up in a legal nightmare. Joe Rogan on a recent episode of The Joe Rogan Experience said, "Bro, this is one of the dumbest self-sabotages I've ever seen in Hollywood. You had everything, an unstoppable franchise, a loyal fan base, and you threw it away over some petty beef? Dude, you're Deadpool, not a middle schooler."
You know, what Ryan Reynolds, has seemingly done, right, is used his power and influence to not only help Blake Lively take over this movie, but, he's used it, on Deadpool and to make fun of Justin Baldoni.
And it's not just Deadpool that's at stake here. Ryan's production company has multiple projects in the pipeline, and according to reports, he'd be devastated if this legal mess affected them. Ryan's production company has a lot of projects in the works right now, and Ryan would be devastated if this impacted these, as it is unfair to his coworkers and the people who work at his company. He's got a lot more to say. We all know that Blake had just had a baby as she finished filming the movie It Ends With Us, and according to her lawsuit, Justin Baldoni made inappropriate comments about her body during that period. Blake has been telling people that Justin allegedly fat-shamed her. The context was that he had to lift Blake in a scene, but since he's had lasting back issues, he inquired with the on-set trainer how much she weighed so that he could prepare accordingly. We're told this comment really bothered Blake, who gave birth to her and husband Ryan Reynolds' fourth child in February 2023, claims the report. Whether that claim holds weight or not, Deadpool and Wolverine didn't miss the opportunity to capitalize on the controversy. And here's the messed up scene from the movie to pull it all together. Nicepool, who is played by Ryan as a dig at Justin, makes a remark about Ladypool, who's played by Blake, saying, "You can't even tell she had a baby." When confronted later on about his comment, Nicepool waves it off by saying it's alright because I identify as a feminist.
Oh my goodness, wait till you see Ladypool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and can't even tell. I don't think you're supposed to say that. That's okay. I identify as a feminist.
Now, why does that line matter? Because Justin Baldoni has built his public image on advocating for women's rights. He's been outspoken about gender equality, he's raised awareness about domestic violence, and he even hosts a podcast literally called Man Enough, where he talks about dismantling harmful stereotypes. And guys, there's more. In the movie, there's a scene where Ladypool, played by Blake, showers Nicepool with bullets, resulting in his death.
Uzi time, baby.
Look alive!
And I fear the bullying is not done yet. So what do you think? Is someone else about to step into the red spandex? Could we be looking at the first ever Deadpool recast? One thing's for sure, it's not gonna end well for Ryan's company. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're hungry for more wild Hollywood scandals, hit that subscribe button and check out this next video.